strongly, and he was mine.
Hi, my name is Zaituni Wambui and I'm here at Flow and Tell, and we are breaking down Nipende. Yes.
But now the glass slipper doesn't fit no more.
Nipende was written in 2018 as a class assignment. I was at Sauti Academy, and Mordecai was my songwriting teacher. And wow, what was the assignment? What were we supposed to do? I'm not sure, but I know I was supposed to go to cook dinner, and I had only 30 minutes, and I just wrote a story down, everything, and then I went to class and I got the melody when the teacher told me, now sing. And I was like, oh no, I have lyrics, I don't have the melody. So when the keyboardist started playing, I was like, okay, I have to do this. So I started singing, and it started, when I was 15, you were 17, I was your everything. And I continued up to the chorus, sikuwa na chorus. So that's why it's so long. It's Nipende, because in that time in my head I was like, oh no, what am I supposed to be saying at this point? I don't want them to know that I wasn't prepared. But thank God, my friend Dilta was recording the whole thing. So I just told Dilta, send me that song because I really need to practice with it. And that's how Nipende became Nipende. Nipende is 3 stories in one. One I saw was an interview I saw on Citizen. It was about this lawyer lady who was left by the husband when she had just given birth. I think Pastor Kathy Cunham was there. I'm not sure, but I know it was a Citizen interview at night, and it was so sad. I just remember listening to that story. I'm like, wow. So her story is verse 2, and then my story is when I was 24 from there, and then the beginning of that story is a story of my aunt. So yes, yeah, and that's how Nipende became Nipende. So the song starts. When I was 15, you were 17, I was your everything. No one could tell us nothing, we were both high on this love thing. So that is one story. When I was young, you know how your mom and your aunts will sit down and just start talking, and they think you're not listening. So I was listening, and I remember my aunt saying how she was going through some marital problems. And God, I don't know, this is so deep. I hope she does not catch feelings. I'm not even sure if she knows. She knows that this is her story. What I know about her story is they started really young. Like, they started being together like really, really young. I think primary or high school there. And I know they had a baby pretty young also. Around the same age when I was 15, and I just remember feeling being, I don't know, it was shocking, first of all, to know that this woman is in her 30s and has been with this person almost half of her life. And I know when marriages are bad, si ati zinakuanga mbaya all the time. Okay, some maybe, but they had good times and bad times, but I just remember being perplexed at the fact that they were together for that long. Yeah. And how they just found ways to be together against all odds. That's why no one could tell us nothing. We were both high on this love thing. Because we remember our first love. Probably that was her first love. And we remember how euphoric that feeling is. So yeah, that's why I chose those words. And then it goes to, when I was 24, I said I do to the love of my life. Yeah, yeah. When I was 24, I said I do to the love of my life. That is my story. My partner and I got together when I was 24. And all through my life, because I just felt like I really never saw love work, like people who are truly, truly, genuinely happy. I was very scared. Even up to now, I'm still scared that things will not work out. And that's why I put my story inside there, to always remind me, because the song I keep saying when I was. So I put myself in that song to always remind me of how I felt then, and I think I still feel it now. I think I have a little bit of confidence, but still, you never know what happens after a few years. Yeah, so when I was 24, I said I do to the love of my life. Yeah, yeah. And though we didn't have much, we had each other, and that was enough. Obviously, by the time tulikuwa tunapatana, we did not have much. We just had a dream to be musicians and to conquer the world together. And going back to no one could tell us nothing, we were very adamant and following our dreams, and no one could tell us anything. He had his guitar and I had my voice, and that's just all. We were all encouraged not to pursue art, and we just held on to each other. Yeah, it's nice remembering and reminiscing. So nice. I found the one and he found me. We guarded our love a little bit strongly. We really guarded our love. Like, I tell you, we were us against the world. And he was mine alone. I knew I'd never ever be alone. Yeah, that I think is so self-explanatory. He was mine. He's still mine. And when I was writing, I was very convinced he was mine. Same with this first story of my aunt. They were together, and together they held on each other. And now the glass slipper doesn't fit no more into your lovely eyes. And now the glass slipper doesn't fit no more. I took the Cinderella story of how love, perfect love, when they fell in love, and this guy was so convinced this is the one, and he sent soldiers out there to look for this lady that he just fell in love the moment he saw her. And Now the glass slipper doesn't fit no more. For me, I was looking at it in this perspective. When we grow older, our bodies change, especially when women give birth. Our bodies, we might be in the same place we were in terms of weight, but the body does not. It changes, and with time also people change, and I was looking at it in that perspective, and I was asking myself, will you love me even when I do not look like this? Will you love me even when my thoughts and how I see life change? When the glass slipper doesn't fit no more, that glass slipper that you looked for me, you sent soldiers to look for me, will you still have the same love? And now my hair doesn't fall to the ground to pick you up when you are down. I looked at it in a way where we are here to take care of each other, save each other from this life, from pain, from just life. And now my hair doesn't fall to the ground to pick you up. Now I don't have the strength to help you out. So meaning, if I can't help, it means that if I can't help you, then you can't help me. And it's just, for me, it's just felt sad that I'm in this position and it just feels impossible for me to find help. Nipende vile vile ulinipenda zama, usiniache mimi mpweke. Love me like you did before. And the whole chorus is just love me like you did before, love me. And also going back to the fact that I'm scared that this beautiful thing will end. I want him to love me and love me like the way he loved me before. And then we go to verse 2. By the way, that Nipende mimi kama sama. Remember, I told you I got the melody of this song in class while I was presenting it to the class. And I did not have enough lyrics for the chorus. Actually, it wasn't even, I wrote a whole story and then I think that was the chorus. I'm not sure, but I had rough ideas everywhere and I knew that wasn't enough for a full chorus. And that's why it's so long. Nipende mimi kama sama. It's because in my head, in class, I was like, oh no, where do I go from here? Oh, I do not know. But yeah, it worked out at the end of the day. Thanks to Dilta for recording that song. Cannot thank you enough. So we go to verse 2. Now this verse is the verse where I told you about the other lady's story, the interview I saw on Citizen TV. So do I really remember? I'll just give you what I remember and maybe share a link. You see the whole interview, how it went. But this lady was married to a lawyer. She was also a lawyer. They had kids and she was pregnant. She knew this guy was cheating while she was pregnant or after she had given birth. I'm not sure. And this man had the woman he was cheating with was young. If I'm not wrong, she was probably in school, finishing university. I think if it's not now Kenya School of Law, I'm not sure, but she was around that. She was in school or finishing. I'm not sure. And this lady begged this man to reconsider because they had a whole family. They had set up everything. Like they were okay. They were fine. And she did not understand why he did this to her. She remembers how I remember how she said how she even talked to the friends of this man to beg this man to reconsider, and this man just left. He left with this lady, and I think years later or a few months, I'm not sure, like after a while, the lady met with this side chick, now main chick, if I'm not wrong, I'm not sure. And this lady started crying. Yani walionana tu hivi, and alikuwa anajua the wife, and the wife knew the lady because she tried her best, like alitafuta always to make sure that her marriage worked. And the lady cried na alisema she's not at peace. I'm not sure if she was going through the same thing she took the wife through. I'm not sure, but it was around those lines. So that's why it starts. When I was 35, you were 37, and the children were our heaven. The children were our heaven. Like we had a good thing going. Children were our heaven. Oh, when I was 35, you were 37, and the children were our heaven. We started drifting apart, coming home with receipts of hotels and motels in a cold, cold night. So I'm just trying to show the people who are listening how she found out. I'm not sure if that is how she found out, but I was just trying to piece out everything. And just the pain of finding out that this is happening to you and it feels like you did everything right. And remember, the love was pure, the love was beautiful, and now it's gone and you can't do anything about it. The realization of finding these things, this person is not even hiding, this person is not even throwing out these things. You know, nilisikia somewhere where they were saying when someone can cheat, akificha at least anakurespect kidogo, at least usione. Yeah, but this one ajali, you find it or not, it's fine, I don't care. There's a level to that is just disrespectful. Like cheating is disrespectful, but that is just another level. And then we go to when I was 45, you were 47, and you were spreading your wings. Now you are spreading your wings, and you don't care at this point. She is 24, living in a house that you pay for. What the hell do you take me for? And then number 24 is very significant because remember, I was in this whole story, I was married at 24 when I was painting, looking nice, while the glass slipper fit perfectly. And now it feels like I have been replaced. And we said I do, like we said till death do us part, and I have kept the promise. But now the insult is you do not care, and she's at the same place you got me. Ungeniacha hata hapo. Maybe I would have found someone else better to take care of me. It's just the disrespect, I don't know, I just feel like when people come together and they agree to come together and be together in front of everyone, I just feel like that is just another level of commitment that people need to work hard for the love. Because love yuisha. Like, see at yuisha, you have deeps where you feel like you're roommates and then it happens. It's not always like this. It meanders and goes differently. Just find ways to love each other. And looking at this story, this person just did not want to do this anymore with this person now, with this story now with me. And from there we go to the pre-chorus and the chorus, where the glass slipper doesn't fit no more and the hair, and the song ends. It's a very sad song. It's a very emotional song. Even when you see the video, I'm breaking apart. And you know how when you're losing love and you know it's going and you can see it going, the pain that you feel, ni kama your heart is being ripped out of your chest. Yeah. And when I wrote this song, I remember making a joke about how I want to be angry the day I record this song, so that I can remove everything. I want to just lay myself down, yani, and just sing my heart out, all the anger out. Be careful what you wish for, because the day I went to record this song, me and my partner were at it like this. I remember tulipanda gari. Kwanza we were at it. Tukafika, we were late. I remember telling the producer, Noel Grass, we will be late. And then Noel, like, Anna, ukienda kwa Noel unafika on time. Yeah. He has a beautiful level of professionalism that is just impeccable. I love it. And just knowing a person is like that, and then unafika late, that's just an insult. So I just remember, ata me and Anariko, we were the panic was even more because we were getting there late, and we were arguing also about other things. So we are arguing about who is the one who got us late. Why is this happening? Why did you do that? And it was just a whole ball of chaos. Nakumbuka nikisimama, we were at Naivas. Naivas hii inakuanga 24/7. Sijui iko wapi. Tao. Mimi sijuangi Tao vizuri. I don't know the names, but najua ni Naivas iko town. And we were just at it. Nakumbuka I was crying kwa streets. Mimi macha nikwambia, machozi ikikuja imekuja na I don't care tuko wapi. Mimi nalia tu town. Yeah, tukafika, and the moment I did the song, I just remembered I wished this to I manifested this. This was my fault. So be careful what you wish for, because it happened to me. Because I remember after I sang the song, hata mi sikuwa nakumbuka why we were arguing. Even him hata hakuwa nakumbuka. Yani, I sang the song and everything was just like, because ukisikia verse 2 chorus. When you listen to chorus 2, chorus 2 is very Nipende I cried. I cried in that song. Kabisa, kabisa. And I hope you feel that when you listen to that song, because that was the intention. Yes. Yeah. And that's just how Nipende came to be. My name is Zaituni Wambui, and I was here at Flow and Tell, and I have flowed and I have told you about Nipende and the sad story about how it came to be. You can catch me on my socials. I'm called Zaituni Wambui. Never forget the Wambui. And yeah, I'll see you soon. And I have a small surprise for you before the year ends. I'll just leave it at that. Yes.
When I was 35, you were 37, and the children were heaven. We started drifting apart, coming home with receipts of hotels and motels and a cocoa night. When I was 45, you were 47, and you were spreading your wings. She is 24, living in a house that you pay for. What the hell do you take me for? Because the glass slipper doesn't fit no more into your lovely eyes. And now my head doesn't fall to the ground to pick you up when you were down. Nipende vile vile ulinipenda zama, usiniache mimi mpweke. Nipende vile vile ulinipenda zama, usiniache mimi mpweke. Nipende mimi kama